Hey guys, how's it going? There it is. Okay. I was wondering where the screen was. May 15th, 2022. And we're back on Run8 Train Simulator version 3. I'll get the computer on 1 second and then grab a quick snack and we'll go. There's the damn moon. I'm taking pictures of it. It looked nice outside as I was coming back with Emma tonight. Oh. Be right back. Man, I did a lot of cleaning today. Oh, I also did some exercise, so it's been fun. I'll be back in a minute, though. So another hectic weekend. Fun, but hectic. Oh, man. What the hell was that noise? Oh, what's my computer doing? Oh, it's still booting up. Okay, well, screw that then. I'll just check that out. My toaster's warming up. Ah, crap. You know, I think I'm going to find a 2-minute video, like a countdown video or something, and just mute everything and just wait till I'm ready. Makes more sense. I'll figure something out. It makes more sense to kind of have a preparedness. It's not like I try to do this on purpose. I just like, okay, here we go. Now it's going. Play something in the background. Okay, I'm back. Almost ready to go. By the time I'll be ready, we'll be gonna shut down. There we go. Pop that up. I'm gonna be 50 tomorrow. I'm starting to feel like an old man with this technology now. I was a geek that had a modem at one time. What are you showing my IP address for? Screw off. Oh, my IP addresses. Okay. Now I can relax a bit. Okay, humps holding. Could do once. I think I have a Savannah set up actually. Or I might. I don't know for sure. Q452 is weird. What the hell's he doing in this early? That's interesting. Whatever. Maybe he just decided to stop his train and... Sounds like he might have been manually brought in. Just because it doesn't look like he's... Ah, yeah, I did do a Chicago. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh boy. Well, 16 cars for Chicago. Now, there's a reason why I say that. Because Chicago is going to be that one. Yep. Hello, moon. Which... could be getting dangerously close. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think so. I think I have to trim that baby. Once I trim that, I should be okay for a tiny bit longer. It's just the Chicagos are the ones that always tend to get it the most, unfortunately. Well, the good thing is it'll be right at the end. So I'll just go ahead and do it. We'll be okay. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and plop you down here. Yep. Yeah, that's okay. I'll bring him down there. Whoops. My fault. Always gotta name it something else. Now we can go. So I'm only going to be here till 11 Eastern tonight. I'll get one hump going, and then that'll probably be it. Which way stops. Now we'll go all the way down to this guy here. We gotta be careful, you can't do that too early. Because if you do, they'll just keep going, they won't pay attention to the switches. They have no awareness whatsoever. Okay, we're all set. So we're going to go. We'll be good. We'll overflow the next one, and everything will be fine. Now, I've got a Q457 to prepare, and I'm going to go ahead and launch him tonight, because what I found is that these trains actually can go into those yards if they are set up properly. So what I'll do, let me see, I think that's him right there, A767. Oh, I'm going to have to get the sheets out again. 609. Alright, let's get the sheets out. Okay. So about the we only got 3 blocks, 753, 759, and 767. I can't remember if I put them all together here or not. I doubt it. Somebody actually may have put them there. 767. Okay, so 767. Yeah, 767 should be the peak, the head end. 753, 759 should be the tail end. So that's what I normally do. I leave it for the tail because he likes working from the north end anyways. The south end I just put in there just for purposes of, you know, making it easier. But either way, he can figure it out. You just grab the EOT, detach it, and you're all set. Okay, especially when it's the last train, as opposed to the first one. So 753, I forget, what is it? This is it right here. $753, $759. Okay. Doesn't matter what order. Whatever works is fine. So yeah, you want to come down there, then that's fine too. You can go that way. Awesome. So yeah, we're a little short the next couple of days, I believe, for Waycross, so I'm just putting in a little bit of extra time down here. And I'm also finding ways to expedite 755, 756, 757, 758. So I found out tonight that Rand's yard, you don't have to run manual. You can't tie down the train and just, you can AI it, but you have to be careful how you AI it. You have to make sure you're set up properly. Rand's yard's a little tricky because Rand's yard's part of a siding, or comes off of a siding. Jacksonville is not as tricky. In fact, once I have this train, I'm going to build it. I'm going to let it go tonight. And I'm going to have it set up for, I'll leave instructions for Jacksonville that to restore the to the switch to reverse position. So we're starting to get into the special instructions for various locations, and then we'll get into the various trains. Hopefully others will be able to help me with that. Comes the hump. Okay. Get this to the cruising speed here. Oops. Yeah, 10.4 is good enough. I can't remember if I set a spot for the point or not. I don't think I did. Gonna put one anyway, so anyways, yeah, so there was an interesting situation that arose this afternoon. I had my own issues with my kid. Mistakes happen all the time, and when people aren't deliberately trying to make mistakes, it's okay. There was how would you say? Well, number one, I was getting very frustrated, and it's just a natural thing. I'm human, so if I was over, hey Robert, how's it going? So if I was over, like, stressed out or whatever the heck the case may be at the time, what ended up happening was there was somebody who was a member who just was starting to get their feet wet. Bit of a language barrier, and I knew that. But despite that, I knew of this person before and figured, okay. He had a lot of issues getting Run8 going. He had a lot of issues getting, the A line and all that other stuff going, and all kinds of issues. And he would send me private messages all the time. Help me with this, help me with that, help me with, it's just like, it got really frustrating. And I would get these messages, oops, watch what I'm doing while I'm talking. Let me just stop here for a second. So yeah, we get into this situation where I was getting frustrated. So I'm in the middle of running today. My kid twice. I mean, totally accidental. I mean, we're joking about it. It's stressful, but fun stress, if that makes sense. So he's breaking couplers like crazy. Every time I was going to take over, he would break the train. It was literally happening. It was so comical. It was happening every time, and I know he didn't mean it, but I have to show him how to brake a little. What the hell? Speaking of braking, what the hell was that? But I have to show him how to, when he sets the brake, not to release it right away, especially with a big train, a big heavy train, and start immediately applying throttle, because it just, you have a braking force going the one way, just kind of like what the cars were doing right there, although that's a lot tinier, so it's not nearly as bad. And every time, break 3 couplers or whatever. So it happened twice today. So while the second time that happened, I hadn't heard from this person. So it was kind of weird, because I didn't know if I missed any messages from him or whatever. No, I didn't break the hump yard. So I didn't know what was happening. But AI was working fine. We were having meets the whole time, up to right around that time. And I don't know if it was for the entire route or just that section. It may have been just for that section. I'm not 100% sure. Actually, it was... Well, I don't know for that. For me, it depends, because the check mark box was off as far as the auto dispatching thing. Did I screw this up? I didn't set the switch. Okay. That was weird. I thought I went down the right track. I went right back down the track I came from. So... yeah, we'll try that again. So I was checking my territory, because what happens is, because Auto does make mistakes, we kind of, you want to every now and then, number one, I like running without surprising or spoiling my own runs, so I want to be surprised by the traffic as they're coming. At the same time, I have to watch the server, if nobody else is watching it, to make sure that the AI is not bogged down somewhere, because the worse it gets bogged down, it'll get worse. You get one pile up, you get a bunch of pile ups, and then it's just it's crazy. And I was, of course, on the no, this is fine. So why did he come down here? I was all set. What the hell was I looking at? Oh, maybe I was thinking I was on the the left track or something, but anyways, go back. You were fine. So I was seeing on the southern side towards the northern end, I was noticing that there were some trains that were stopped heading north, and I couldn't figure out why. I thought that was kind of weird. I thought, maybe something's wrong on the north end, the Waycross end. And I knew he was over there. He was in the Waycross section, because I know he was taking a northbound out of Waycross and heading north. So, sure enough, all of a sudden I go into Waycross sections and I see trains are just, they're all packed together. And I thought, what the hell's going on? And I see he's got switches that are set to manual. He's got every single friggin' light set up as a fleet, not a fleet signal, as a call-on signal or a restricting signal. Instead of actually letting the dispatch work or figuring out how to get dispatch work, he just decided to flag his own train. And then he turned the AI dispatcher off. So he had all that going on. And he was either at the end of the server or he was no longer on the server, or I think I tried to communicate with him. I think he was still on the server. I tried to communicate with him. He never replied. But instead, of course, he privately sent me a message at some point on Discord. Well, I'm in the live stream. I'm not going to go to Discord and read private messages during a live stream. You know, he's telling me, you know, something's wrong and all this other crap. And I'm like, oh, God. And, you know, I kind of lost it at that point. Like, I didn't tell him, I didn't even say the word warning or anything like that. I said, look, I can't handle, I says, I spent this morning trying to help you. Or help you and help others by waking up early because I was thinking about you guys, and I was early up in the morning. I couldn't get back to sleep. I had less than 6 hours sleep. I had 10 hours sleep the night before, but I had less than 6 hours sleep last night. I thought, you know, people are looking for rules, all kinds of other things. I thought, okay, let me spend the time. Let me start. You know, I start with the mission statement. I went through the rules. I went through everything that I can think of that I could possibly get to let people know what we're about. Because there's a lot of curiosity. And what happened? There was stuff in there that, you know, some things weren't in there, but then I started putting things. As he would do certain things, I started adding things. And since he's using Discord so much, he should have saw those messages pop up. Because he's sending me private messages all the time, and it's just like, and what pisses me off the most about it is what ended up happening was after all that, he said instead of thinking that I didn't want him on the thinking that I didn't want him on the server anymore because he was causing issues. All I wanted to do well, I'll talk to you about that in a second. All I wanted to do is basically I wanted to let him know that I can't handle being the only person helping you when I have so many things to do, and there's membership that can help. Well, he ended up quitting. He just said, okay, I'm not going to be on the server. And he got rid of his membership, went out, point, that was it. That was the end. So I'm like, okay, so he's the one that likes sending private messages all the time. So I didn't know he was gone. All I know is he said that, he said he was sorry and blah, 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 and that he wasn't going to be back. Or that he was not going to be on the server. So, of course, he's sending me private messages all the time. So I try to send him a private message, and some of these people have it set up. If you're not on a server that you belong to, you can't send private messages. And sure enough, I couldn't even send him a private message to try to, say, look, this was obviously a language issue. I know you didn't mean to cause this, but we have to set some boundaries. And that's what I said in the message. It was a very small message. I said I had a lot of things going on. I might have lost my cool. I'm human. I had a lot going on. But you should be, and I basically said, you should utilize the community, not me. It shouldn't be just me. We have an entire community that is willing to help people. So I'm thinking about taking my private messages and keeping them to friends only. Because honestly, after this, I got soured by this. I don't want to deal with private messages anymore. I don't want people sending me private messages. I don't mind chatting with you guys on here. That's fine, because these aren't what I call intrusive messages. But private messages, I mean, just like they're popping up all over the damn place, and just like, okay, well, I'll start adding that little thing. You either got to be my friend or you don't, blah blah blah, all this other stuff, and I have to, I have to set who my friends are, and it's nothing personal. Basically, people who I want to receive messages from, if that makes sense. So, anyways, that was my whole thing with that. So it made me really start thinking about these things. So that was just it. That's all I got to say about it. And as my son was saying, it's probably better he's gone, Dad. And I said, yeah, you're right. So, and I don't need the headaches. Neither does anybody else. So I tried. So let's look at the chat here while we're going through here. Actually, I gotta get up here. I think I was okay with the switches I went through. Oh, coming up to a red signal. Now there's a bug with certain signals. Server can do it, but the client, you should be going through red signals if you're going to pass it red. Because there is a bug right now. But anyways, let me just slow this train down here. And I will look at the chat after I went through all that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. I'm trying to come to a stop. Sorry, I didn't read up the chat. I gotta catch up on all this stuff here. So, anyways, CREX, you were saying when I join, I would like to have help with RTS. Okay. Like I said, we have some. I personally, I can tell you, I have some concerns because you talk a lot about running a lot of big trains and specific trains and all this other stuff. That's not how we run here. We don't. I mean, yes, there's going to be a lot of choices, but it's basically you run what's available, not necessarily what you want to run or how long you want to run it and all this other stuff like how many units you're talking about and all this other stuff. I don't know if you're talking about your single stuff or whatever, but anyways. Like I said in the thing, we don't give acceptance in order of whoever, and everybody has to be on board, including the admins. So while I'm in Discord, CRS, you can easily send me a private message and talk to me. Yep. I'm an admin there, and I would be able to help you navigate RTS and maybe get you in the server. There you go. This is why you let your admins feel these kind of things. Quincy, I mean, I never tried to cause any problems. If I want help, I'll gladly take it. Isn't this part of it why you gave us admins the type of role? Yeah. Now, Sierra, I warn you, I'm a little bit stricter than Sean, so I won't tolerate BS of any kind. You get problems, I get rid of you. Oh, you already did that in single player. Okay, I gotcha. Have I started serving unit trains yet? Serving unit trains? What do you mean? We have unit trains, but I'm not sure what you mean by that. Quincy, as far as that, yeah, I'm all for it. But the problem with this particular individual that we're talking about, the one that decided to leave, and there was a communication issue. What happened was he was sending me private messages. There's nothing I can do. I can't forward to you guys. As far as I know, I can't forward to you guys. He wasn't posting for help. This is why I kept telling him, go on the Discord into community and let people help you. But that's where I will probably start to basically take my private messages and restrict them. I didn't want to do that because it's happened with people where I've wanted to communicate with them and they'll only allow you to communicate with them because if you're friends with them and all this other crap. I'm like, well, that's fine, but I have very few friends in Discord anyways, so. But I guess I'll have to start using that feature if I want to chat with different people. Oh, yeah, I want to get down here. Sean's got a touch of the SMRA history. What else is new? Ah, piss off. Yeah, Scott, you're in a min here too. Get your ass over here. Quit playing with a little model train game or whatever you're doing. Get to the real sim. I'm only kidding. You know that. Just don't start this shit disturbing stuff with me. There you go. Okay, we want to go down this way. I'll check the chat in a second. I just have to make sure I've got myself lined up here. I'll only be able to hump the one tonight, but that's okay. And I'll hop on and I'll check the chat. Okay. The thing here over on the over here on the depot. The thing is here over on the depot, and he has trouble communicating over there. What? The thing is here over on the depot, and he has trouble communicating over there. Say what? Sean's got a touch of the... Okay, yeah. I know who you're referring to, and he has trouble communicating over there as well. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay. Yeah. But like I said, I wasn't... I wasn't giving this guy warnings or nothing. Oh, you got distracted. Yeah, I know the feeling. Oh, I'm missing all this chat. It's going by so freaking quick here. Ah, there we go. I've been through other Run8 servers and I keep getting like ride checks and shit. I hate that. I just do single player because I can run trains short or long. Well, that's the thing. I mean, these 10,000 foot trains, this is the absolute limit we run. And I'd prefer not to run them because they're a pain in the ass. I mean, I'm all about having challenging trains, but at the same time, I'm about getting the trains there in one piece without stalling and all that other horse shit. I had my son break couplers, 3 couplers on me twice today. He didn't do it on purpose, it's just inexperience. And, at 10,000 feet, I barely fit a train arriving into land. I got an EOT on the back of that thing? Well, that's weird. Unit trains like auto racks, grain, and coal unit trains. Coal unit trains are all over the place. We got too many of them, actually. I found out tonight, got some good information from Jason. Perfect information I was needing. Actually, he was talking about a plant near mine. So the coal plants, the power plants, generally need 1 coal train a day, but they can be as many as 3 to 4 in peak seasons. Oh, okay, that's the train going out to New Orleans. Okay, now I know what's going on. What world a symbol be? Oh, yeah, thanks. Glad you like it. Yeah, I gotta keep this clear at night because the trains fill up. Like right now, we got 4 tracks free now. There was one that was coming in here while I was checking out Rand's Yard up. Sorry, did I say DeLand before? Rand's Yard. Okay, now the Chicagos are going to overfill. The Chicagos are starting on 39. They're actually going to overfill, but they're the last block. Yeah, I don't know if we have N117. Symbol raw. These are all the different units. N117 doesn't exist in 2007. So, like I said, we run 2007, so you may not see the symbol you're looking for. And if it's basically the way it works is if you're looking at the board, like right now, like we're talking about, each plant may only take up to minimum 1 coal train. So we have to look at all the coal plants, not just the ones that are online, but the ones that are offline, not on the A line, but on the S line as well, that run off to Callahan. So I now know how many coal trains I should be running. And I run too many, as it is right now, despite all those symbols. There's massive number of symbols, but the fact is, and I kind of get that. I kind of got that sense too, because I don't remember seeing as many coal trains as I see run through here on a regular basis. So I'm happy to see that. Okay. So I got that. I'm gonna pull ahead, let the power take over if I can. No, I'm gonna have to shove it a bit. Either that or I'm gonna have to get it out of the way. Oh, this ain't gonna be fun. This is gonna be asking for trouble, I can tell. HPT 0.7 shoving. Yeah, right. I should have doubled it up. This was dumb. Why did I do this? Okay. Let's try this again. I did this right the first time, the right time with 455, but for some reason I got this dumb idea with 457, and I got to put mid-train helpers on it. 757. $753. Yeah. Yeah, we can go 11. 753. $767. That was stupid. Yeah, they're pretty much all run as needed. I don't know either because it's not in 2007. You must be talking about current day prototype. Thought you were talking about the server. So we don't have an N117. Right now on the server we have two T131s. One could be a load, one could be an empty, one that could be a duplicate. Who knows? I got two Q141s. Jesus, Murphy. Yeah, I gotta get some of these other symbols in here. An N146, an N165, an N146. Yeah, I got too many coal trains. I'll tell you that right now. 609, 692, Q452, the hump, PO98. Got too many passenger trains running too. I gotta get more unit trains, but I gotta get the rock trains into play. Yeah, there's the error. I saw that coming. Damn. Did I clear the bowl in time? Hopefully. Yeah, it's 10,000 feet. Or this one's about 9,000, I think. 9,500. I'm gonna be shutting this down in about 10 minutes anyways. We just let's see what the hell's going on here. Okay. Oh, I did get it through. So it said too many cars in the hump, but it did just manage to get it through, which is perfect because we wanted that, which is exactly what I wanted. So the mole is definitely overfilled on both sides. Chicago. South side. South side's. Is that Chicago? Yeah, the south side's not too bad. I could have actually run a south hump, but it's 10:48, so I'm not going to be running much longer. Get this in the right track, and then. Okay. Didn't quite get to add power to it, but I'll put some instructions. So the system basically dictates everything what happens. There's plenty of selection. I mean, if you like running a hump yard, there's plenty of action here. There's plenty of stuff to do here. If you like running locals, there's always going to be plenty of locals. If we need more demand, we just simply run this more. Of course, it's a yin yang situation, because the hump at Waycross runs about as strong as the demand for locals run. So all this, what you see here, somebody's going to take A753 and other locals out of Jacksonville. I can tell you right now, that's a lot of times that's Switcher. He does a lot of the locals out of Jacksonville, as does others. And so I got A753. We've got just 753 on this particular one. No, 759 is another block here, and then we've got the big block that's already in there for A767, which goes all the way to Pecan, I believe. I think 767 is the Pecan run. Let me double check on that. Yeah. A767 is the Pecan run, so the remaining 3,694 feet. So we got 5 units, and be running like a 3-2 type situation there. Maybe a 4-1. Probably a 4-1. I don't know. We'll see. I think 3-2 works just as well. About 10. What is it feet wise? Yeah, still about 18,000 tons. So yeah, I like spreading out. 3-3 ran pretty good today. The issues I was having was not the power distribution, despite the fact that it wasn't perfectly even. I had 2 issues. Number one, my son kept on breaking couplers by stopping and going. I keep bugging my son, but he'll learn. He's a very, very smart kid. He has so much more knowledge to me and so many other things. It's absolutely unreal. He's graduating from grade 8. He probably, I think he's up for valedictorian or whatever the hell that friggin' thing is. The one where you basically top of the class, or top of grade 8, or top of the graduating class. Blah blah blah. He's either gonna be first or second. He's going to be one of the top 3. He says if it's up to the students, he would be number 1. If it's up to the teachers, maybe not so. Because he's not afraid to speak his mind. So gets that from me, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna plot that in there. While I'm doing that, I'm gonna type my message up. Lots of screenshots I got now here. You guys can post your own screenshots as well as if you desire. Okay. So go down into Waycross and building Q457. Ah, crap. Building Q457 on tracks. I don't know which tracks are we on. Beats the hell out of me. F11, F14, I think. And that's how you just communicate with the server. So everything we do is based on whatever demand there is and whatever supply comes out of the system. So a lot of these trains right now, they're just through traffic trains, kind of like eye candy. Like coal trains, passenger train, they don't necessarily run on schedules. This guy's waiting for him to get through. Coal train. Way too many coal trains. Another passenger train. Another coal train. Another passenger. Too many passenger trains. But like I said, we still have to add more trains, and we gotta set back the number of trains that we actually have as far as what do you call it? How many feet am I? 6,200. Wow. Ah, no, that's okay. That's just experience. I had the rough day. He just got to go upstairs. He'd break the train. I fixed it. It was the end of his shift. So, sorry, he didn't go upstairs. You go up the stairs the second time. No, he would break the train at the end of his tour duty there. Like we would go 1 hour. I'd be cleaning and he would be running, and then we would switch off and he'd clean and I'd run or something like that. And every time we were about to switch off, he just happened to have to slow down for, you know, an approach signal or whatever. And in both situations, he would either slow down too quick, which happens, so you just release the brakes, and he put too much brake, which caused the tail end to and the brake pipe to fill up too much. And of course, once he had broke too much, he then tried to notch one. A couple times he accidentally notched two, which happens, and that broke the train. With a train that size is unforgiving. The size of that train and size is unforgiving. Q455, Q456, 7, 8. They're all just too big. I've broken couplers, so it's not a big deal. Like, even me doing that, if I was a little bit more stressful with the dynamics, I could break a coupler. How's the shop doing these days? Yeah. We have a I noticed here. Where the hell is it? Is it over here somewhere? Yeah, maybe not. Don't we have car shops here? Is that it? No, that's the I thought we had car shops here. Is that what I'm thinking? No, that's a car wash, I think. Oh, we had car shops. Maybe not. Are they over on the other side by the pond somewhere? How come my feed keeps getting blurry? I don't know. You got 7, 10, 20, or beats the hell out of me. You guys having that issue as well? Maybe because I'm running it's 30 frames, but I mean I'm seeing fine at 30 frames. I'm flashing around, so. But it's 11 p.m. anyways, so I'm about to shut down. Okay. 6, sure. Okay, so I got the brake on. Relinquish that, and I think we're all set for tonight. One last look at everything, make sure everything's okay for the overnight shift. We got four tracks available at Waycross, so that should be enough for this evening. Forwarding is full, but that's fine. Everything looks fine. I think I already just did that. Yeah, oh geez. Yeah, we just have to get the right balance of different trains. Get some more stuff in there. Got to get more intermodal trains in there. I think we don't have the Jacksonvilles in right now. I still have to add those in. I don't know why I haven't yet. Okay. So that's it for tonight then, guys. So, I don't know. I'll be back tomorrow, probably. Possibly. I'm not sure. Don't know what the plans are yet, but sometimes weekdays have been a little bit tougher, so I try to get as much as I can get in on the weekends. But anyways, yeah, that's the second one today anyway. So anyways, guys, have a good one. We'll talk to you later. We'll see you.